could have told me that I was ashy. Some friends of foe. That's what the show is about, y'all. Okay,
They
being some foes in here.
They already
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
You saw she was ashy?
Let me get my
Oh,
lotion.
she said nothing.
Let me tell y'all. Crystal ashy don't look like my ashy.
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either. I'm like, can you see?
She ashy or was she like dry?
Sade, they're
Was the
full.
skin cracking? No.
Full.
Or was it a little chalky?
Why are you trying to give me the dark chocolate? Did you take my chocolate?
No, I was nice enough to get you some chocolate. You full?
Oh, she afraid of
Thank
it.
Thank you. Well, can you have this one and I have this one?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, that's a friend.
Not
What about your friend?
When they come around, get you your chocolate today.
Yeah, so the last episode that y'all should have been watching, in which in that episode I told you to make sure you tuned into this one.
Yeah.
We talking about friends and foes. One of the questions we had prompted was as far as intervening with your kids.
Mm-hmm. Can you
wasn't
tell
the
people
question.
what foes mean, though?
A foe? You want me to look it up?
I know what it means, but I don't know if they know what it
A
means.
foe is somebody like an enemy. You're a friend or a foe, but you can also have friends that pretend to be your friends, but they're really not your friends. They're a foe
Enemy.
in disguise. A friend in disguise.
It should be FSOE.
What that mean?
Fake shit over everything. Phony. That's why I get with foe.
Phony.
Phony. Yes.
Break shit over everything.
Fake shit over everything. They chose their side.
So one of the questions that was in the last episode that we held off to today was basically if you're dating someone or you're really cool with someone and you guys fall out or break up, however you want to pitch it. And you were talking about if your child still has that relationship with that person, you're not going to make your child in that relationship just because you guys are no longer friends. That was on the parenthood side. So what about when it comes to dating or relationships or whatever?
I know what you're about to say.
Okay. You know my question?
Okay.
My question is, if you and someone are dating and you become very close with their friends, their other friends.
Or significant other.
You're friends with their significant other. Yeah. Are you obligated to end that friendship that you established through your relationship just because y'all broke up?
Am I ended the friendship too with that person or?
So you dating your
Come on, explain it
your,
right.
your relationship,
I'm like,
your relationship that you in right now, you've established different friendships between whether it be family of his or friends of his or their significant other
you cut
through
them
friends. Do you have to cut them off if you and him in your relationship?
So meaning in a relationship.
Do you have to end the friendship that you established
with his
through
friends
your relationship?
because through his relationship.
Because your relationship ended.
Gotcha.
For instance, you and
me and Chris
your
break up.
Cousin.
I can't fuck with none of his people no more. I got you.
That's your
Can
question?
you?
No. That's what she's trying to clarify. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Can I cut them off? I have.
You have, but can you?
So
you
yes, I
close with?
can.
So
Yes. I was close to them. Like we was
But
hanging out, like
you-
at my house, like watching
so
my kids. And we
do
was
you-
like, and when we got back together, I couldn't make them my friends back because I had cut them off first. I could like, and we back together. Want to be my? I'm not that type of person. But I'm gonna string you along every time I go in our relationship. Oh, I'm cool with you now. I ain't messing with him. We back together. Can you be my friend again? No.
Did you feel like you had to cut them off? Or like, is that just you? Like, you
I felt like I had to cut them off because I couldn't be myself around them because I feel like anything that I say or I
You gonna
move
go
or I
back and
do,
say something?
yes. So that's why I had to cut them off. Because I felt like I was like watching the things that I was saying and doing. I never want to feel like I want to be comfortable around the person I'm doing.
Overstood.
See, I didn't have that opportunity. I was more like, I mean, I'm still your friend. We still can kick it just because it is what it is. But, you know, my ex was like, these are my friends and not your friends, so they can't be your friends anymore. So it was more, for me, it was...
They ended.
They ended, yeah.
But so on the other end, they respected her as her friend to let you go. So it was the other way around. I got you.
But
I respect it, though.
I had the same situation on both ends. I built a relationship with somebody and brought that person in with my friends. I didn't, because they became so close, I didn't cut their relationship with my friends.
Yeah.
But he wanted me to cut the relationship with his family and all his friends. Like, hell no, you can't have it. And I was like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, I didn't cut mine, so what if I do that to you? And it was an issue. So, I mean, but I didn't trip because I'm strong in who I am.
But
And I didn't want the drama.
Ain't nobody had no.
But in defense of that, I don't have it. But in defense, right? I can understand like what Kiara said. They going back and saying stuff, and then your feelings still involved. That can be messy.
It's actually called baggage. You know how when you get into a relationship with somebody else and they be like, hey, ho, so you still messing with your ex-whole side of the family? That's considered baggage. So now you're bringing baggage over here. So now I'm telling people, this is my girl. Oh, yeah, she's still tough. Oh, yeah, that's her ex-sister best friend. Because that sounds like a...
You got to explain.
Exactly.
You gotta explain, but and realistically, a lot of people can't because of the type of relationship that they did build with that person. It's hard for you to cut. I don't know.
Is it different? Is it different when y'all got kids? Like,
heck yeah.
Cause I know with me, I still talk to. We not just like super close, but it ain't like no bad blood. Like I love them. That's still, you know what I'm saying, family. So, me and my kids' father, like we still talk. Like his side of the family, his mom and his sister.
You said friends.
Not friends.
You didn't say
some,
family.
Some of his friends do reach, but it's not like a friendship. I can't sit here and say we've established a friendship. I honestly can't relate. I haven't made friends or grew close with anybody through any of my relationships. I'm so...
Well, let me tell you, my depends because, like, for instance, me and my husband break up. Me and my mother-in-law, like, we cool. Like, we... You know what I'm saying? We cool. Yeah. So if we break up, I'm not about to end my relationship. But at the same time, that's my kid's grandmother. So I think it depends on the scenario.
Yeah. The scenario.
So ain't nobody just established like no friendships through relationships.
I have.
I feel like
you have
mine. See, the thing about mine, when that happened, you know, they cut me off. They was friends with him and cut me. I got through to the side. I brought them in through the side like.
I
was like, well, that.
Through you?
Yeah.
They kicked you?
They threw me to the side because they didn't like the fact that I broke up with them.
Damn, it's fucked up.
It was like you're breaking up the family type stuff, so you gotta go.
That's the bro.
I was like,
that's the bro.
Glad to. Bye.
I ain't never experienced. I sure as hell ain't never experienced nothing like that.
Nah,
I don't even have no I don't have too many male friends.
But you know what? I've never made any of my husband friends my friends. I feel like his friends is his friends.
Oh yeah, that's something.
And my friends is my friends. Because
I don't have some females like that. Some
that's I can't. I'm not.
What if y'all are friends through relationships? So
yeah, it's through relationship.
Your significant other and his friend, and then you friends with his girl. Then what? And then they break up.
Yeah, they break up?
They break up.
If they break up, we break up. Like, we broke up. We ain't got nothing in common no more.
Oh, no, that's still sis. What they need to do?
But you say you break up, but what about your husband if that was his friend? Did he break up with his friend?
But
so,
that's your friend.
Let me ask you this. So, did we become friends as couples, or were we already friends and then we just all end up coupling? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's your husband's homeboy. That's his close friend.
Okay,
and that's his girl.
So that we were already friends before we became couples.
No, we weren't already friends. They was friends. You came in and she came in. So
gotcha. See, I was thinking a different scenario. I'm thinking we couples and then you a couple and then we came together as friends.
See, I have a story like that. Yeah, I met couples but go ahead. I want you to answer that question first.
If my husband, okay, so if it's a couple over here and it's a couple over here, we become friends.
You and your husband, okay, his homeboy, he get a girl. Y'all become friends. Then they break up. Are you still gonna be cool with her?
It's gonna be different. I'm just being honest. It's gonna be different because now, at first we was all going out together. Now we are going. Now he got a whole new girl. So now I'm hanging out with them, and you can't come because he got. It's just a whole bunch of stuff I don't deal with.
I feel like in that type of situation.
So do you stop being her friend? But y'all are really good.
No, because for me personally, I don't make dry friends. Like if I consider somebody my friend,
it's a real bond.
But so are we talking about like not messing with them anymore or not? You know, rocking together anymore because
like
it's a difference.
Cutting off the friendship.
I wouldn't cut her off, but in a relationship, not gonna be the same.
It's not. Tight. Yeah, when it came to what you were saying, like as far as if they break up and then he got a new girl, if that's really my friend, I cannot sit here and say like, babe, I'm not going. No, y'all can go. I'm gonna chill. Cause ain't
no y'all can go. If I don't go, you ain't going.
Oh no.
Ain't no y'all can go.
We can't double date.
Right.
It ain't gonna be no double date.
But see, that's the situation. So if I told him y'all can go, so now him and his homeboy out with the new girl, the homegirl who I really ain't got no relationship can bring one of her homegirls. Now we got a whole nother. Listen, I play all types of scenarios.
That happens in the family already. That happens. That's why it's always so messy because parents have to do the same thing. When
That's
they
why I
son,
cut
when they
everybody
son
off.
get a girlfriend,
It's too much
and then
baggage.
exactly when they son get a girlfriend, they become close with that girl, right? And then they break up. Well, they still have that relationship, and then turn around, he got a new girl in who he got to bring in and hope that the mama like. And she over there looking at you, and you looking at her, and y'all over here trying to establish a relationship. Well, now she like her, and she like her. Now what's
That's
the
why
issue?
people be like, why you cut people out so fast? That's why.
So
It's too much.
I have had a situation like that where me and my partner at the time met another couple. They broke up, but I'm still cool with her. She had a baby. We still kick it. I go to the, I don't mean
You understand the
How
boundary.
cool are you though?
like. She came out for my birthday. We all went to California together.
So would she be jealous?
She throwing out hints so we know who she talking about.
She said several. She said
I mean, she's still around to this day. Like, I'm still friends with her. Like,
What
hey,
if she still wanted to be with
the other
the
girl,
guy?
huh?
The other girl, yeah.
Other girl.
If she want to be back with her, that's their business.
But what if you
he
establish a
was
relationship
doing-
with the new girlfriend? So now you got the old
that's
girlfriend,
a-
new
I
girlfriend.
mean,
cool with both.
I'm cool with both of them.
So now your birthday coming, you got to decide which one's not one beefing with the other.
The first one coming.
Period. That's what I'm saying.
The first one, she's the real loyal one. She's still
Exactly.
around. She's been around the longest.
Exactly.
She's coming.
She ain't
And then,
they have a-
and if you the second one, you gonna understand. You be like, hey, we can kick it separately.
It don't go that easy.
Man,
Not the
forget
second
that.
one, man.
It
That
do
you
for
go. So everything we built was a lie.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell her, hey,
this is all I got to say.
what they got going on in my relationship with her ain't got nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
And now you blocked.
Yeah.
And
Now you blocked.
No, I'm gonna be like,
gonna
we all
block.
grown, and she coming and she coming. If y'all can't get along, neither one of y'all you need to come.
I wouldn't come.
Period.
I wouldn't want to be around nobody that's linked to nobody that I used to like be in love with type shit.
For real. Like, if you really, really love, like, listen, y'all, I almost hit somebody with my car type
What'd I do?
situation. Like, no. No.
What I do?
No.
Talent.
Crystal, not something else.
Wait, it's 2 and 2. It's not equal in 4.
No.
You get 7.
No,
Okay.
it ain't.
It's not. What I do? I'm trying.
No, that's your story. That's not my life.
She said she gonna allow you to tell a story.
That's your story.
Wait. Oh, yes, that is your story. Sorry.
What's
okay.
my story?
We waiting on you.
Drop a
I
hint.
can't say.
What the hell?
Hint. Okay, so flip the
Let me
script.
mute Crystal Mike.
Flip the script.
They can hear me through everybody else.
I mean, I done
Flip the
had.
script if it was you.
Oh, okay. Well,
let me say that.
Let me be transparent.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the friendship side, about gaining friendships through a relationship, no, I've never had that. But I have had situations where I have had. Okay.
But she said she didn't know.
I'm gonna be completely transparent.
Yeah.
So back in high school, there was an individual, and we was like 16 years old. Somebody that my friend messed around with a couple times. Years later, down the line, when I was 25, about 10 plus years later, not even 10, yeah, about 10 years.
Yeah, that's it.
I had a situation with that guy. So it's like,
So
Did you ever go to a club where both of them was there?
huh?
No.
I
So do
never-
your friend feel like you broke the bro code?
Not to, she hasn't told me that to my face. If she feels that, and honestly, it was what they had in my eyes was so like small and so long ago. I had forgot
Platonic?
for a little point. Yeah, I had forgot that they even.
It was a short
had
period.
Dealings. Yeah, so when it came out, and I actually it did dawn
So
on
do
me,
your friends
like,
have a lot of Dylans?
Yeah.
I remember all my friend Dylans.
Yeah.
So she had that
That's
many.
what I'm saying. My
So
friend
that explains it. So she can't even blame you.
She had
No,
she had
don't do that.
I see it on both sides.
Within
I
a
completely
friendship,
understand.
then when is the boundary crossed with your friend?
I think you have to establish that boundary with your friend.
You have to talk about it. Because I
Exactly.
know when it comes to dudes, some of them, they don't care. And
Nah.
there's some females that feel like,
They
not a lot.
passing.
Because when it comes to women, most women, it's like, I ain't gonna mess around with nobody that I can't mess around with. But when it comes to men, it's like, nah, go ahead, you can fuck.
Let me tell you something.
They be caring.
That's funny you
They
said
not,
that.
but hold on, let's keep
They
it
try to act
relevant. These days,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
these days,
That's
it
what
ain't
I
that. It ain't like that. These days, they like. I mean, messing with him that long, so he free.
No,
we in love.
that's not true. Like, I'm going off of what you just said. You said you have to have that conversation. Me and my friends never had that conversation. Many of my friends do and try to talk to me.
It's overstood.
We ain't never had to have that conversation.
'Cause it
You
is
know what I'm saying?
overstood.
Right, yeah, you don't have to have the
Sometimes.
conversation. But what I'm stating is, if we're talking about 2020 and how
I'm in
things
2020.
are- and how things go, but you're different too. You're a different breed. How
I know,
people are
thank
starting
you.
to do different now. they're not. They're like, hey, I'm gonna date him, and that's just
wouldn't
it is what it is. They don't care because they say everybody need love.
I
That's
want
how
to give a
everybody- everybody need
disclaimer.
love.
I want to give a disclaimer. I ain't never messed around and talked to nobody that any of my friends have ever been in love with. Anybody that they dated.
Me either.
Anybody
I'm
that they
just
used to go
saying.
on dates with. Anybody that they was serious with.
Because it was
like,
overstood.
Yeah,
It was
that was just a little
overstood.
mishap. It was a long time ago. I honestly God forgot
First
that
of
they
all,
even messed
let me say
around.
this.
First of all, I would feel
2020.
some type of way. I would feel
Come
some
on.
type of way because I'm over here like, why I gotta have your dude? Like, I can do better than
Exactly.
that. Like,
No,
so,
that's
But
really
I'm
it.
glad you
No,
look
like,
at it
I
from
feel
that standpoint, because in 2020, it's still females out there that think like you just said. So my best friend called me, and she was like hurt because her homegirl that she's been with, but she not been with, but cool with for like 5-6 years. She has made her godmother of her last two, and the dude that she broke up with, it was broke up for about maybe 6-7 weeks.
Damn.
He hopped in the friend DM. The friend's not talking to him.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
That's
And
messed
she,
up,
so,
yeah.
so the
That's a
friend,
foe.
the
I'm not
friend
a foe.
sent her a text message, a screenshot. Ha ha, yo, dude, in my comments. My friend was like, damn. She was like, play it, spin that nigga, spin him. She didn't really mean it though. You know what I'm saying? Like if my friend say spin him, we laughing at it, ha ha, and I'ma keep it pushing. No, she took advantage of the situation.
She didn't spin
So-
them because they still talking, huh?
Exactly. So my best friend sitting there, her homegirl to get a text message. She said, this nigga just sent me, he just cashed at me $5,000. He just cashed at me. She was like, he's sending you money? She was like, who's sending you money? Now, right. She was like, she called me. She was like, I'm about to, my kids in the house. I'm about to pay them. Calm down.
That
Calm
wasn't her
down.
baby daddy, was it?
It wasn't, but it was a guy that she was talking to that was real good to her. So what happened was the friend knew how good he was to her.
And she started
took it.
using that to get her money and stuff like that. for him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So these days they
She
still
really don't
do
want
that.
him like that.
So in
She's
2020,
a
still
fool.
females that do
saying.
that.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of
She's
females
a
that do
fool.
it.
You know what a lot of other females do? They compare their relationships. The first thing she said is, Kiara, you would never do anything like that. I said, but you can't have all your friends on the same pedestal.
Correct.
You have to get to
Okay.
know your friends. I'm like, you ain't see nothing out that Kiara that made you feel like she'd do something like that. You have to see something.
Because it was something
It
I
may
heard
be
somebody
ignored.
say. They was basically like, it's some people I trust them with my money. It's some people that I wouldn't trust them with my money. It's some people that I trust with my kids. And it's some people that I wouldn't
Exactly.
trust with my
It's
kids.
levels
like, you
to
got
this.
to handle your friendships. But would you even consider that? I guess it's kind of like what you said in the other episode. Everybody plays in the world. Everybody has a part to play. So everybody it's like a balance.
Yeah.
But I feel like, damn, why the fuck I can't have that in all my friends?
So let me ask
Nah.
a question. Let me
Yeah.
ask-
Yeah, nah.
Alright. You don't think so?
Nah.
Alright.
Nah.
It's fucked up.
So let me ask a question because
Damn. So everybody's a foe. Fuck it. You're all foes.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Damn.
So let me ask a question because I know somebody who was cool with a couple or whatnot, and they knew the other person and their relationship. Well, of course, they broke up. They were cool with both of them. They broke up.
Wait a minute.
They broke up. Okay. They still remain friends with both of them, just separately, right? But long story short, the female ended up kind of messing up. You know, she ended up in a relationship to a married guy, right? And her ending up in that relationship with a married guy and didn't go right. So the friends basically wanted her to be hooked up with somebody else, but instead they judged her for her past relationship of what she did with the married guy, that they felt that she would do that continuously, not really giving her an opportunity or a chance to show, like, that's not me, that's not my personality. So how would y'all explain that? Would you automatically say that, oh, because she did this before, she's going to continue to do it?
No.
Would you put her in the category?
How many
And put her
times?
as-
How many
what I'm
times
saying.
is the before?
Was it that one time?
One time.
She just did it that one time?
That one time.
People fuck up. As a friend, I can't sit here and say, like, I've had some friends that have been, done some fucked up shit, whether it be messing around with a married man or cheating on their dude. I've been in a situation I ain't never messed around.
She got thinking. Now she thinking before she say shit.
I've never been on that end, but I've been on the other end.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
So I can't judge nobody, but I feel like as my friend, like, nah, we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell you
How
that
you
was
really
fucked
feel.
up. See, it's like that was wrong, and I
yeah.
feel like you would tell me the same thing, but I wouldn't stop you from, you know what I'm saying, prospering. I wouldn't
Also,
hold that over your head.
I think everybody is different in different relationships. The same thing I did over here,
I probably
I'm not
wouldn't
gonna
do
do
that,
over
'cause
here
people
because
bring-
You learn
he's
from it,
bringing
too.
he might bring me
Different
something
things out of
different.
you.
Exactly.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
so
That's
I
true.
wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
'Cause
So
if
were
I
they
was
being
acting
friends
like
or were they being foes?
I have to that man.
So the two friends that was together, they broke up, and the third. I mean,
They cut the other friend off because of her
because
past
she messed around with a married man.
oh no.
That's judgmental. To
That's
me.
very judgmental.
But I mean, I feel like if you're a married person and you feel like, damn, so if you
I
mess around
feel
with
like
him, you
it's
mess around with
judgmental,
mine.
Yeah.
They
but
could have thought
It's
about
just,
that,
but yeah, it was judgmental. But they also was
I don't think
like
they
real
wrong for
close
cutting
with them
her
and
off.
didn't care what
But
I don't
they
think they
could
wrong.
you did
have-
around them.
I don't think they're wrong for cutting her off because we have to also respect that everybody have morals
That's
and
what I was about to
everybody
say.
have people stand for different things.
That's what I
So
was-
if you're
yep.
doing certain things that I don't approve of and I decide that I want to cut you off, I don't
Then
feel
that's
like
my
you was a foe. I
choice,
actually
yeah.
feel like you was a friend because you respected me enough instead of being around me being fake and you don't really agree with what I'm doing. I actually
yeah.
consider you
Did
more of a
they
friend than a foe.
If that
cut
goes
her
against what
off
you believe
prior
in.
to, or did they cut her off after they separated?
They cut her off. What do you mean prior to? They cut her off after they separated.
So
they were
they
still
let her
friends.
be
They were
friends with the
still
married
friends
man
with them,
until-
and they stopped talking. Then they came back friends, and then was like, you know what? We don't need you. Basically threw it to the side. Was like,
You're doing too much.
and
I
this
don't
is
wanna
the
deal with you.
reason.
They
Yeah,
like
but
the Bad
that person
Girls
wasn't
Club.
doing too much. You know.
They clicked up and then they sit down and they debate. You don't want you no more.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was. Like, if you
Petty.
wanted to do that, you should have did that from the beginning.
That's
They was
very
doing too
petty.
much, yeah.
They
They were
doing
just
way
doing too much.
They was clicked up way too tight.
Yeah.
They was no, hell no.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just.
So that's like what they stayed friends.
Yeah.
They kept her as a friend while she was messing around with the married man.
But then when she stopped, they kind of threw it to the side.
But then when she
But
stopped,
when
they
she
came back.
stopped, they tried to hook her up with people trying to date.
And then
And
they
I want you
thought
to date.
about it.
Da-da-da-da-da. And they thought about it like, you know what? Nah, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was like the homeboys was talking in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
no. Yeah, they was
Got
just
in
doing
here.
too much.
Hey,
They wasn't the
just
woe.
asking.
She had too much
They
to
wasn't
say.
even a
She had too
phone.
much to
They
say.
was.
was-
That's what I was about to say. They wasn't even friends. They was just like on some catty shit.
Yeah.
That's what it sound
Well,
like.
you would have thought they
They
were friends.
sound like a
They came out.
cult.
Oh my gosh.
She said a
She
cult.
said a cult.
I'm done.
She said a cult.
What's the next question?
We gonna
my
sprinkle
God.
you with this one, sprinkle you, then you know what? You don't worry. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
So let's go to the next question.
All right. So can y'all say, can you fully say that you respect someone if you don't accept who they are and what comes with them?
Shit.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
We about to get.
Come on.
You use your mic.
Cause I just went like I had like 5 different scenarios. I need to put me in one lane, please.
Give an example.
So yeah, give an
Yes.
example. Give an example. But I'm an answer. But give an example. Go ahead.
Okay. So let's say I won't even spin the other example. I'm gonna say a friend, and you know your friend is she cute, she pretty. You know she like to wear tight clothes, titties out, ass out. You in a relationship. That's who she is. She's always like this. You in a relationship. Would you be that type of friend where you like, hey, my nigga over, my man's over here. So she got to cover it up. Can you put some clothes on? Can you put like? Are you?
Here we go. Right.
Are you judging her? Do you not want her to come to the house while your man is there because you know this your friend and she cute and she fine?
Okay. So look.
Also a hoe.
No, she not even promiscuous.
Oh, okay.
She not even promiscuous.
That's just who she is.
We gonna put this promiscuous aside in a different question.
All right.
She
Still.
not even promiscuous.
All right. Even
She
not
just-
being promiscuous,
she just fine.
your promiscuous self around him by yourself will get to thinking. So, let me say this.
We'll get to thinking. Not for real. You shouldn't put
And
yourself
your
in
man
some situation. That's
fine.
true.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Let me say this. Look, fine or not fine, shoot, people's stuff get to itching. So what I mean by that,
It's scratching. You
Hey.
scratch it.
the thing get the tooth
Finish what you
itching,
were
whatever.
saying.
They got the
Finish what
walk.
you're saying.
Itchy walk.
So, what I'm saying is, it's overstood, as we stated before, there's just a boundary and respect thing. If I know somebody else is coming over and it's her man or her girlfriend or whoever, I'm going to put on clothes, period. Because I don't want nobody feeling ill any type of way. I'm thinking of my friend at the end of the day.
What if
I'm
y'all not living together? What if it's her coming over to your house?
Baby, let me
coming
get
to
you
kick
some tights. Honey, my man's here.
Okay.
Real quick, like, my man's here. Go put some tights on. Like,
But what if y'all all going out to the club?
Oh yeah, let me give an example. Y'all know Ari, the real fine one, that's kind of like
Yeah.
an Instagram model. She had a birthday party not too long ago. Her
Oh,
boyfriend
it was
Moneybag
lit.
helped
It was
with her party,
nice.
and a lot of people was criticizing her homegirl because she pretty much came in like a bra and panties.
But that's how they all dress.
They all dress like that all the time.
But compared to how the birthday girl with this,
She over.
She came naked.
How
so
the birthday girl dressed
like,
that one time. Because Ari be.
Everything be out.
So her birthday, she decided to be covered. Her homegirl probably thought that she was coming naked too. She probably thought she was going she said, oh, we switching up this time. She probably
a lot of people was criticizing her and saying, oh, no, that ain't your friend. Like, why would you come to your best friend birthday party dressed like that?
But her best friend should know her too. So
I was just about to say that.
Her best friend should know not to like. She should address it like, I know my best friend. I know she didn't have no ill feelings towards it. So y'all lay off of her type stuff.
Because if she would have came dressed a different way, Ari probably would have been like, "Why you dressed down? You have dressed down. You could have been yourself." So if that's your real hunger, you know how she really is. You accept her for what she do.
But if we're going out and we finna see a whole lot of ass shaking and people stuff out anyways, like if your dude's just disrespectful or she's just disrespectful, like it's just if you cross a boundary or a line of being disrespectful, it's when you need to check them. Because at the end of the day, we dress accordingly to where we're going.
What's disrespectful?
As far as bending over in front of your girl,
so
your
you can't like
homegirls.
dance in front of them and shit.
No, you can dance, but don't just be like.
Now you got a black eye.
Like you gonna dance and dude's gonna look right. This just is what it is. But don't cross the line like you just all in his face.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a whole scenario.
Okay.
When we go out, we be dressed.
Yeah.
Period. And my friends are thick. Period.
Pretty thick over
So
here.
there's never ever been a time where y'all dancing and y'all bent over and my husband looked. You got ass. Period.
Yeah.
He gonna look.
He gonna look. Have I felt like, oh my God, he looked at? No, because I'm not.
You confident and you know your
I
friends.
look too, girl. Get it?
Hold on, I'm gonna come behind you, girl.
You have to know your man. You have to know your spouse. You have to know your individual. Now, if my homegirl come over and she half dressed and he looking, now that's a whole different situation. Exactly.
On
so
purpose.
now, exactly. So now we both got a problem. So now I'm about to sit both of y'all on the couch. I'm about to go in on both of y'all.
Now, ain't no sitting on the couch. First of all, ain't no sitting on the couch. Like you done went.
Oh no! Since y'all want to look at each other, sit next to each other. Since y'all want to look at each other, sit next to each other. Let's really talk.
So, do you fully respect the person or not? She asked a question. Y'all didn't give her a bunch.
Oh,
What's your
I mean,
demeanor?
with that scenario,
You accept her for who she is.
yeah, I'm gonna have.
I feel like if I had, I don't know.
I accept my friends for how they are. If I feel like you go, if I know how you dress, so if I feel like you're gonna come to my house just like that, guess what? You just can't come over.
Yeah.
I respect you, but you just can't come in my household like that.
At the same time, I don't
But
know.
is that an everyday dress like that, or is that a sometimes dress like that, or it's just how you
I'm
feel?
going off of what she's.
I know some
Yeah.
people that really just had their ass and their titties out, crop tops, booty shorts. Like
Why you
all the
coming
time.
over my house like that?
no,
though?
I can't.
Where you
have
going?
I can't have you like that over. I can't.
I mean,
That's how they dress.
she may have stepped somewhere else before she stopped at your house, or she may have been going somewhere else. Before
I'll
she
meet
came
you
to your house.
outside.
Hold
Hold on, go in the room, baby.
You know what? I ain't gonna do that. You didn't came up. No, fuck. She didn't came over my house before after the club. Toasted. Okay, she had to sleep on the couch, booty out and everything.
My booty was out?
No, booty was out. You know
Girl,
what?
did you
That's
cover
what,
me up?
No,
'Cause
Chris
I didn't
did.
know.
No, Chris did.
Chris covered me
He
up?
had came in at night.
Oh,
So
snap.
my husband worked nights. He came home and he was like, he put a blanket over you. He was like, your homegirl ass out. And then he laid in the bed. He was like, I'm glad you ain't go out that night. You would have been drunk too. You talking about something you gonna come home at night. I was like, damn, she making me look bad shit. Now he think I be drunk like this.
Y'all, sorry, disclaimer. I didn't even know this. I didn't know this before now. For real.
Ass out.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So it really just
So it just depends, but it's not a regular thing that she does. So that was a random moment.
Right.
What her statement was, it's a regular thing
So
of her.
let's get off of the outfits. What about sexuality? What about your
Oh, no,
Personality.
You can't even come.
preference?
Come on.
Sexuality. Okay. I was thinking something. Yeah.
So, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I had to tone down and listen to what you said, so that's why I be quiet.
Yeah. I was thinking verbally
I know.
sexuality, like how they were, how they talk,
Go ahead and
and how
finish.
they speak.
She hit that. It was like, oh shit.
Are you talking about their sexual preference?
Yes.
I was talking about their
Sexuality.
preference.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
their sexual preference.
Being a lesbian, being
So,
gay, being
yes.
Okay.
Pan,
Okay.
when
straight.
it comes to your friend's sexual
I I done heard some stuff these past few days, okay?
Bye. Because you can be all type of shit.
At this point.
So when it comes to somebody that you're close with, their sexual preference or how they choose to dress, whether you be, you know, gay, lesbian, transgender. Let's say a gay man, and he's very flamboyant, or a lesbian woman who is a quote unquote stud, you know, who prefers to dress like a tomboy, more tomboyish. Do you feel like if they were going to come around you, or say maybe come around your kids, or maybe come around your family, you know, somebody in your family don't really like that, would you go to your friend and be like, say, can you, when you come over, you know, can you like, I know you like to get your nails and shit. I know you like to put your wigs on. I know you like to wear your skirts coming from a man's side. Would you be like, can you, or if it's a woman, like, I know you like to, can you make sure you don't get the XL, you get the medium? When you come and it just fits you.
Can you put a real bra on, not a sports bra?
I got you. Yeah,
I got you.
like, do you feel like as a friend, if you ask those
To change them.
yeah, are you really accepting
Who they are.
who they are as a person?
In my opinion, no, I don't think you really fully accept them.
Okay, so I'm gonna give for me, and then I'm gonna give what I see.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, I'm gonna teach my kids what it is, period, because people are just gonna be people. So if my friend, I'm not gonna tell my friend, girl, you can't come over because you're this way, or you can't be around them because now my son's gonna see, or my daughter's gonna see that she might want to be like that. I'm not gonna do that. We have an established relationship, and most of the time it's been for years that my friend and me know what it is, to where even your children will start to pick it up. They know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still gonna treat my friend as, that's my friend, period. Okay, I don't care what you do. I want you to go this side, but since y'all want to do this side, I'm gonna go with you. We're gonna go to the club together. You want to go to the straight club or the gay club? Which one it is? You know, like, but speaking from a different person's perspective outside of me, because I'm a little different, I do see where they can think that person is going to have too much of an influence on their children. Just because of how they dress, how they look. And that's partially their fault, is how they're raising their children. And they may not know how to deal with them. They want to accept them. They want to be their friend, but they don't know how to handle it or deal with it mentally. So how can you deal with it mentally and teach somebody? You can't.
I think that you can respect someone and not accept them as far as who you are. To give a scenario, you said, just because I respect you doesn't mean I have to accept the things that you do. For example, I compare this all the time. My friend, she do drugs. You still my homegirl, and I respect you, but I don't respect that you hitting coke. I don't accept that you hitting coke.
You can't do your drugs over here.
Exactly.
Right,
I feel like it's the same. I feel like it's the exact same scenario. Like I can respect you with not accepting certain things. That doesn't mean I don't love you. It just mean I don't
who you are
accept.
As a whole.
To give a scenario about family. So when I'm just going off of what you said. So if I have, I got gay friends, cousins, whatever, that come over. When you become a family, you are trying to take two different units and bring it together.
True.
Which is hard for just two people. So now you're trying to involve family and friends, and you're not going to always agree. Yeah. So we have to also respect our household. And so with my husband, he doesn't like flamboyant men. He don't have no problem with gay men. But as far as like a gay man come in the house with a wig on and nails, it's not going to fly. And I have to respect that. And my friend, that don't mean I don't love you. I'm still gonna rock with you. We still go out, but it's just not accepted in my household, and they have to respect that as well. Just like I have to respect you, you have to respect me.
Yeah,
and I get that, because you have to respect that person's thought and how they were raised and what they believe in. And even if they want to be your friend, they still have certain beliefs. Some are stuck in church, you know, where they're raised in the Bible and they're stuck behind that. They want to be your friend because they want to love people. They want to love you, but they don't know how to separate and differentiate the two when it comes to their Christianity, you know? So you also have to respect and understand their mentality and where they come from too, as well. I
get that.
So my answer was yes.
Crystal said no.
Crystal said no.
I mean, I just think that if you fully accept me for who I am, then no matter where we at, you're going to accept me for who I am. Like, you're not going to try to change me or make me be something different that I'm not.
Let me
So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, let me ask this. And accepting somebody for who they are you able to tell them if they're wrong in doing something and let them, like, basically say, like, hey, you did this. That was very disrespectful. You may not have seen it because, you know, this is kind of what you do maybe around other people, but just to inform you on my end, it's very disrespectful. Are you able to tell them something along those lines to where you guys are correcting or having a conversation about it and still respecting the answer?
I mean, it sounds like y'all trying to form boundaries to me.
That's what it sounds like.
Pretty
But
much, that's what I got out of it.
But, you know,
But I guess it just
are you
depends.
fully accepting or not?
I feel like,
on
yes,
the
me and Sade has had plenty of conversations. She was like, hey, the way you talk to this one, don't talk to me like that. I don't rock like that. All right, I can respect that, but it's where we're forming boundaries. So I feel like that's where a lot of friendships lack is boundaries and understanding.
Yeah.
We not really taking the time, okay, we hung out a few times, now you my homegirl. But you didn't really get to know that person to know if you really want that person in your space at all times.
why
So
I
now
say,
y'all kind of feel stuck because now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said I don't really make like just dry friends.
Yeah.
I don't really form like dry friendships to where like I'm finna kick it with somebody for a few
What
times
you want
and
to say,
then
Sade?
Can I say something?
uh-huh.
I'm just so tired of, to me, you cannot equate someone's sexual orientation. It's not comparable to a murderer or someone that does something like gruesome and say like, you know, if you do this on the outside, you know, if he's a murderer, I'm gonna ask him not to murder inside my house. You know, that I'm gonna have this boundary versus someone who's gay. I'm gonna hold that boundary too. That's not even equivalent.
Agreed.
So that's not even like a playing field to me. So I don't know. I just feel like I want to speak up for that because I'm really tired of hearing the comparison of the two
Yeah.
because there is no comparison. It's totally different. I don't know. I'm not part of the LGBTQ25
All right.
6, 7, 8, 9, 2 community.
First three letters
What I'm
right.
saying is,
First three letters is right. See, you have a
If I
different
was them,
understanding.
I would be frustrated because
Yeah.
that's not equivalent to, you know, if my cousin dealt drugs and he out here thugging, he come to my grandmama's house, he ain't gonna show that pistol and be thugging like that. He gonna, hey grandma, I love you. That's not equivalent for you coming here with a wig on. That's not the same.
Why it's not? Could you explain to me why it's not? Because I want to understand.
Because to me, I feel like if you out here killing and you're doing something gruesome and murderous, like that's not equivalent to someone just being who they are.
so basically,
Because I
In
feel
that
like
aspect.
I feel like there's a difference between my husband. He had issues too, but I had to talk to Ryan and be like, and so even though he was uncomfortable, it kind of reassured him to like ease his mind to be like, okay, I kind of get it. Versus
Everybody-
like, but that's no
Close-minded,
equivalent to
yeah,
someone who's out here being evil.
Right.
somebody
They're
who's
not
actually going to
evil.
jail
They're not
behind it
evil.
versus going to jail
Their
for
actions
being.
just-
Yeah.
So
They're not
to
evil. They're
to
not-
bounce off that, so what do? I have had a cousin who was curious. She thought she liked women. She really didn't. At the end of the day, she didn't. She was just curious, but she thought that she was feeling something and she seen something until somebody sat down and talked to her and had a conversation, and she started looking at things differently. She started doubting more. Oh, you know what? I really don't like that. But if that person if that person is sitting down with her and say, hey, don't follow the crowd. Be you. Are you doing this because your friends are doing it, or are you doing it because how you really feel? Take the time to see if that's how you really. So that's how I was looking at it in that.
way.
Yeah.
I would look at it
Do
like,
you even know yourself?
you can have
Yeah.
a straight person who molests kids in your house.
Oh hell yeah.
What? Yeah.
But then you look at someone who's dressed a certain way, you automatically think something wrong with them. They think and twisted.
And they gonna influence
They
my
wouldn't
child
ne-
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could have someone who walks in like, oh, you so cute, little girl, and they have a whole nother mindset, and you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
I do respect though. I definitely respect the parent
Absolutely.
side of it from people who like, okay, when it comes to the more not, I don't want to say serious, but the more like flamboyant side on both ends, because we had a conversation too. So I can definitely see how, okay, you have to have that talk with your kids, but until I feel like I want to have that talk with my kids, okay, sis, let's meet up somewhere. Like let's meet up and kick it.
Until I
Let's hang
want
out.
to,
Yeah,
yeah.
until I want to
Invite you
expose
over
my
and
kids.
talk.
Yeah, because it's
somewhere
kind of
that
like
they
at the
can
end of the day, we're
close
still
knit.
talking about sexuality. It's still about sex, and we might not want to expose our kids to sex yet.
Right.
But
Either way.
I was just saying.
So, wait. No, and I get that too, but so are we stopping it on our rims, or are we just stopping it in the conversation of our friends? Because they're exposed to sex on TV, they're exposed to sex at school, they're exposed to in every realm. So even if you don't want to have that conversation, they're still exposed to it.
I
So
guess it
why
depends on the age.
stop? Yeah, I
Depends on
think
the
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're already going to be exposed to it. So
To answer your question, I feel like it depends on the age of the child.
But then at the same time, it's like, who are you to tell me just because if I feel like, regardless if they're exposed to it or not, you know what I'm saying? If I don't want it there, I don't want it there. But at the same time, like, this still my friend, it's still my homeboy. But
yeah.
Cause I'm more so speaking about flamboyant men.
Yeah.
Cause I can't sit here and say like, oh, I don't want to think that. But there, to me, there's not a difference, but there is a difference as far as appearance. I
Yeah.
feel like
Is that what trans too? Flamboyant and trans?
no, because I feel like when you trans, like you already
I
like
don't know.
you looking like a woman or you looking
Exactly.
like a man already.
Yeah.
So like they probably
But then
tell.
yeah, but you
But-
can still tell a little bit. So it's kind of like
Trust me,
little
CJ
bit
asked.
if
You
you-
definitely can tell.
I'm like.
If you just looking like
Talking about some
that,
shit
but
on
ain't no little kid probably gonna be like, she got a
Exactly.
Adam's apple.
That was it.
Like,
A man
no.
in CVS embarrassing me. I was like,
I know.
we didn't have that talk yet. I'm
child's gonna be like, "What is this under your neck?"
But
had that conversation
I'm more so
yet.
speaking for like my kid, my 5-year-old. Like she ain't. Gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. It depends on the age.
When it comes
Okay.
to me having like little like 4, and like you know what I'm saying, it's sis, I don't know. I ain't had talked
Oh,
with them yet
so
because
let
you
me
finna
ask.
come in here with a wig, nails,
Oh, we ain't
booty
talked
shorts.
yet.
You got on a tank top and you don't got no titties.
So let me
Wait, it's
ask.
like-
They do stuff.
Why are you talking about me?
Let me ask.
But I
'cause
love, like, I love every, like, I don't have no problem with gay people, lesbians, like, none of that, to be
So
honest.
would you be let me ask, we talking about friendships and all that, right? We talk about energies and auras and all that. Do you feel like them being in your household could have like a spirit or some type of energy or aura that jumps on?
First of
in
all,
your-
I don't think being gay or lesbian, I don't think that is like a
Spiritual
evil
connection.
spirit,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I don't feel like
I don't
that's
think it's
like
spiritual at
something-
all, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
is.
my opinion.
That's what
That's-
I mean.
some
You think
people-
it's a lot of people
spiritual?
gonna say,
Some
yeah.
people
You
feel
feel like
like-
you feel
if
like
you-
you're being lesbian spiritual? Cause she quiet over here, so I want to hear from Crystal.
I mean, different beliefs, but good.
I don't feel like it's spiritual, no. But that's because I live this life every day.
Yeah.
This is
That's
who
what
I
I'm asking.
am.
That's what I'm asking
So
you.
for
I'm like,
me,
we talking.
this is who I am. I go to church. I believe in God. I follow the Bible. But you know, people have their beliefs. Some people believe it is spiritual. Some people don't. For me, I don't, because naturally I'm not attracted to a man in that kind of way. Like I don't have no. You can contest. You can too. I just don't have that feeling.
We try, y'all.
So, and I've been prayed over. I've had the anointing oil poured on me from the bucket. I've been dumped in the holy water. I didn't name it, and yet I'm still who I am today. So I don't feel like that.
I'm just asking,
So we
you
gonna
know.
ask out
Yeah.
For y'all.
Some people do. Some people do feel
But
like that.
yeah, some people do. But granted, there are people out there who's off of social media. Yes, I got prayed over, and now I'm just not a lesbian anymore.
I like what he
What
said.
he said?
I don't like men's no more.
I
I don't like men's no more. I am delivered.
I done been delivered.
You got that look of, so it is a spiritual ass. Look, they got one right there.
Because I
been
feel like that's
delivered.
what
But then it's
people-
your friend who
Yeah.
just want to try it out, who just maybe she's not mind strong, so she's following what everybody else is doing.
There's a lot of different mindsets out
Yes.
there. Yeah.
So for her, it's naturally who
The
she
trend.
wasn't, but she
Yeah.
wanted to be in the trend so much. What should I?
That's a whole next episode.
Next episode.
Okay.
Because I also feel like sometimes I feel like, this is my opinion, members of that community, they want so bad to push a mindset on straight people too.
That's
Like
true.
they want
That's
to push
true.
so bad. Nah, he got some sugar in his tank. Nah, she like girls too. Like she, you know, they try
I
to.
see
they
that.
try
I
to
know when I
push-
see one.
they try
I'm
to
not
push
that
so
person.
much.
Yeah, you definitely
She
not.
like girls. She don't
Oh
know
yeah,
it
we
yet.
definitely gonna have that conversation.
We gotta have
Yeah.
that conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Some
it
of
goes
them-
both ways.
Some
It
of
is
them do
both ways.
Just like some people are homophobic, you have those people. What would you call that? You have gay and lesbian and trans people who are what's the opposite homecoming? Like they got some type of vendetta against people who just not
Like I know people who only hang with
You could be Deja
straight people
and not like women.
right, but I know some people who hang with only gay people because that's where they're accepted at. But then then there's people like me who I don't care. I am who I am. So you rock with me or you don't.
Period.
You know. So, but yes, there are people out there who
Try
pushes.
to push it on you.
That's what I don't like.
If I don't accept it, I don't accept it. Let me keep pushing.
That's annoying to me.
We
But
ain't
that's
gotta be
annoying
cool.
to me in any area. I don't like when nobody try to force anything down anybody's throat.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
not- Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's very annoying to me. But we definitely gonna hit on it. We gonna talk about it some more. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Back to reality. Sequel tree.
Hey.
Sequel tree.
We
sequel tree,
professionals
sequel
around here. Y'all see us going through these mugs? You see that growth? You see that growth?
tree. Cue cards.
Yes.
Yes. Back to line.